Ray J is working with the feds right now to drop a major RICO case against Kim Kardashian and her mother, Kris Jenner. He said that this is going to be worse than what we saw with Diddy.
We were not supposed to know this. Today, I have come across some of the darkest TikToks ever. And I know what you're thinking, Sean, don't you always say that? Yes. But as I've been looking, these TikToks just seem to get darker and darker, and I don't know if you guys are ready for it. But if you are, make sure you watch till the end of the video, because what we're going to uncover will change your reality. And don't watch alone, because this is going to get terrifying. And what's even scarier than the TikToks we're about to watch today is the fact that 75.4% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe for more scary videos. Thank you.
At first, it looked like just another normal gaming video, but what happened next made viewers seriously worried. A TikToker posted a clip of herself calmly playing Geometry Dash. Everything seems perfectly fine, until you notice a red laser dot pointed right at her. She smiles, pretending like nothing's wrong, but her eyes tell a completely different story. You can literally see the fear and tension in her face, like she's about to burst into tears. And then things get even creepier. In her next video, there are now multiple red laser dots aimed at her at once. She's trying so hard to hold it together, almost like she's afraid this might be her last stream. People in the comments started to suspect she wasn't making these videos by choice. That theory only grew stronger when they noticed she'd been streaming for days straight, almost without any breaks. It left everyone with way too many questions and a really uneasy feeling. But here's the scariest part. Recently, the girl just vanished. She hasn't posted anything or gone live in over a week. No videos, no updates, nothing. So what's really going on behind those disturbing videos? And where did this TikToker disappear to? Drop your theories in the comments.
The internet has gotten so crazy to the point where we can't even realize if someone actually needs help or not. Because this girl could literally be held hostage for all we know. That's exactly what it appears like. But hopefully this gets looked into and, you know, people figure out if everything's all right or not.
50 years, y'all, as the norm. 150 years sound cool, right? Until they tell you you gotta work 130 years just to reach retirement. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, this shit crazy though. They out here trying to make the lifespan longer when they're not trying to make it easier on life. That shit crazy, fool. And of course, as always, it seemed like Chinese is first with everything. The Chinese is the one that's making this drug that's gonna be possible for people to live to 150 years. Bruh, this all goes back to when the world leaders in Russia, North Korea, and China all met up and they all was talking about living forever and shit. And I remember I made a video, everybody was like, nah, they tripping. Now, the reports is coming out that they're finding this damn drug to make this possible. But my only thing is, if they do come out with this, what's gonna be the cost of it? Is it only gonna be for the rich? Is it like hella little stipulations? Do you gotta get something like in your arm? I don't know, y'all. I don't like the sound of it. Y'all let me know down below in the comments. If they came out with something like that and it was affordable, would you take it?
Do you guys remember that creepy dress incident? The dress literally broke the internet and the creepy photo made people question the reality. In 2015, someone uploaded a photo of a simple dress and that dress turned everyone into chaos. Half of the people swore it was white and gold, and others thought it was blue and black. Families were literally fighting, couples were fighting, everyone was in shock trying to debate whether it's white or gold or blue and black. They were even questioning if they were looking at the same photo, but indeed they were. However, scientists later explained that it had to do with our brains. If your brain thought the dress was in bright light, then it would show you white and gold. But if you saw the dress was in shadow, you would get blue and black. But here's the creepy part. It revealed that something simple as a color is not the same for everyone. However, I want to know what you guys see or what you still see. Do you think the dress is blue and black or white and gold? I personally see white and gold.
This is a crazy throwback, but I don't know about you guys. I see white and gold. I mean, I know my eyes look good, but my vision is absolutely terrible. So, you know, maybe I'm wrong, but you guys let me know what color you see.
Medieval hygiene customs were truly shocking. Back then, people bathed in shared tubs at home, and the same water was reused by everyone. Most people only took one full bath per year. Women washed their hair roughly every 30 days using soap made from caustic soda, believing that greasy hair was a sign of good health. Lice and fleas were everywhere. There was no toothpaste, so people brushed with plant-based paste and rinsed their mouths with urine to fight bad breath. Clothes were rarely washed, and when they were, it was with a mix of river water, lye, and yes, urine. People relieved themselves almost anywhere, often in the streets, and didn't wash afterward. In some homes, waste was collected in containers and then dumped out the windows. Wedding bouquets weren't romantic. They were meant to mask the overwhelming stench of the guests. Follow for more.
Did you know there is a motel in the middle of the Nevada desert that has been called the scariest in America? Right next to a graveyard stands the infamous Clown Motel. The story starts in Tonopah, a remote mining town. The motel was built to honor a local man named Clarence David, a clown enthusiast who died in a tragic fire. His personal collection of over 150 clowns became the motel's initial lobby decor. But over the years, that collection has exploded. Now over 2,000 clowns stare at you from every corner. Big ones, small ones, porcelain ones with cracked smiles. They're everywhere. But the clowns aren't the only residents. Guests and paranormal investigators report all sorts of strange happenings. Disembodied voices echoing in the halls, doors slamming shut on their own. And the chilling feeling of being watched, not just by the dolls, but by something else. The motel's neighbor is the old Tonopah Cemetery, where many of the town's original miners who died in a plague and a mine fire are buried. Some say their spirits wander the grounds and sometimes right into the motel rooms. So if you're ever driving through Nevada and see a sign with a grinning clown, you have a choice to make. Would you dare spend a night surrounded by thousands of smiling faces and the ghosts of the past?
Peggy the Cursed Doll.
Nah, I actually haven't.
So there's at least over 80 counts of people reporting that after looking at the pictures, the eyes of the doll, looking videos of the doll, they report headaches, nausea. Apparently, this is true because it happened to me.
What the fuck?
I looked into the eyes, and then out of nowhere, I started feeling like I wanted to throw up. I don't know if it's placebo effect. I don't know what it was, bro, but I started feeling mad weird. Also, there were reports of people getting nosebleeds after watching this.
Yo, why are we watching this video then?
And also, there was a British woman who got a heart attack after watching this video.
I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look, bro.
Well, you have to look.
I'm not gonna look, bro.
Just look down. Look down on my phone.
I'm not gonna look, bro. Fuck that. Fuck that, bro. I'm not gonna look, bro. I don't give a fuck. Y'all the viewers can see this shit if y'all want, bro. I'm not looking, bro.
The origin of like the original owner is not really known, or like who owned it first, but all I do know was there was this woman back in 2015 where she went to a garage sale and then she came across this doll and automatically she was drawn to the doll. So she bought it back home, and literally that same night she started getting really bad nightmares. It wasn't just a one-time thing, it was a consistent thing where she would have the same nightmare over and over, and it would be really horrible nightmares to the point where she would wake up sweating so bad and where she couldn't really breathe. She tried to get the doll and the house blessed by 2 different priests from 2 different churches.
Didn't work.
They're like, if you look into this doll's eyes, you're gonna get very sick and die. Oh, here's the video. Yeah, thanks. Oh, appreciate you looking out for my well-being, bro. You're a real one.
This couple survived the infamous Columbine High School massacre to only be killed less than a year later on Valentine's Day.
Oh my gosh.
So Nick Kunzelman and Stephanie Hart Grizel were both sophomores at Columbine High School, and they would miraculously make it out that day. So they both bonded over the traumatic experience and would eventually start going out. And their families would describe them as like super in love and inseparable.
Yeah.
So Nick worked at a Subway. This was the same Subway that Rachel Scott worked at.
What?
After the tragedy, he would draw her a painting, and that painting, they would hang it up in that Subway he worked at. So Nick worked night shifts at this Subway, and the night before Valentine's Day, Stephanie would sneak out and go pick him up. And this was something that they frequently did. They would hang out at the Subway. So on that night, Nick's friends remember leaving, and they remember a man staying there after they left who they didn't know who he was. So it was past midnight, and Nick's manager was driving back home. They noticed the lights were still on in the store. So they went to go check what was going on, and they would find Nick and Stephanie both shot to death behind the counter.
No.
So based on like 2 witnesses and the manager, they saw a person leave during that time that was around the same age as Nick, blonde hair and wearing all black.
What?
But other than that, they had nothing else to go on. But there was 2 leading theories that people thought was the reason for this murder. The first one was that it was due to a drug dealing ring going on in the Subway. So Nick's friends, when they were interrogated by police, they remember that the police were asking them about whether Nick used drugs or dealt drugs, or if they knew he had any enemies. They told them all they really did was smoke pot occasionally, and that Nick really didn't do drugs.
Yeah.
And the second theory is that it was somebody close to Nick and Stephanie and was jealous of them because it happened on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And it was somebody around the same age. And it had to be somebody that was in their friend circle because they knew that Nick would turn off the cameras in the store because he didn't want to be caught like hanging out after hours with his friends and stuff. Unfortunately, to this day, there hasn't been anything else, and there's a 60,000 reward for anyone to come up with any information leading to any answers.
Dirty facts about history that they'll never teach you in school, part 16. According to a 1992 biography, before she was married to Ronald, Nancy Reagan was known around Hollywood for giving the best. She was reportedly known as Just Say Yes Nancy and was very popular on the MGM lot for her glucking abilities. Napoleon Bonaparte apparently loved stinky beaver. On several occasions, he wrote to his lover instructing her not to wash up before he returned to her. The wife of U.S. President Benjamin Harrison died while he was in office in 1892. 4 years later, Harrison married his dead wife's much younger niece and had a daughter with her. His original adult children, who were around 40 years old at the time, were so disgusted by their father marrying their cousin that they didn't attend the wedding. Legendary artist Jackson Pollock died in a drunken car crash in 1956, along with his passenger Edith Metzger. Legend has it that Edith was found with Pollock's bitten off in her mouth. In the late 1600s, a serial spanker used to terrorize the streets of London with his spanking tactics.
Alright, bro. All y'all from London gotta speak up right now. Because what do you mean you had a dude running around spanking y'all? That is absolutely... I have never heard something like that in my life.
Do you even know what the fuck those earbuds are doing to you? You wear those damn earbuds every day and you don't even realize they might literally be killing you. Yeah, buddy, no joke. This isn't just about hearing loss. That's baby stuff. The real nightmare? You're turning your ear canal into a warm, moist, dark little paradise for bacteria and fungi. Every time you wear them for hours, you're basically saying, hey microbes, free air B&B in my ears. Then comes the itch, the pain, and bam, infection. And guess what? That shit doesn't stop in your ear. It can spread to your sinuses, your brain, even your bloodstream. And if that doesn't freak you out, here's more. Constant pressure from earbuds damages your skin, traps earwax, and can screw with your fucking balance. You think that's bad? Crank your music above 85 decibels, you're frying your auditory nerves like cheap bacon. And here's the kicker. That damage is permanent. Studies even link it to dementia, depression, and cognitive decline, all because you needed your playlist to sound fire. And the worst part, you won't even feel it happening. One day you'll just realize you're asking, what? Every damn minute. Like you're 80 already. So you decide, want to vibe or want to hear your grandkids someday? Follow Wellness Doctor because someone's got to tell you the ugly truth.
When did the world stop looking like this? Well, right here. We all remember the world looking like this when we were growing up. Bright colours everywhere and it just looked so much better. So when did it stop? This also actually explains liminal spaces and why those things feel so familiar, so stick with me. First of all, there's something called Frutigliero, which is basically this software thing that lasted from like the 2000s to early 2010s. Of course, every time you'd load up a computer, you'd have these bright colours everywhere. It was just, I mean, it was pretty cool. And this went away and everything became a lot more dull. So of course, back in the day, cameras were not the quality that we have them today. So everything had this kind of bright, grainy effect. You'd be taking photos like this at home. When you're out and about, the cities or the streets would look like this. Now, the world never actually looked like this. It's not about it stopping being colourful, but you were probably a lot younger, so you remember seeing everything on photographs and also Frutigliero on your computers and stuff when you were younger. So you have this narrative in your mind that this is what everything looked like because that is how you genuinely remember it. Also, when you look back at photos from back then, you will still see it like this because the camera qualities ain't gonna change. So all of your memories are from photos or from you with young eyes who hadn't adapted. So it's more of a sense of nostalgia that this is how you remember life being from your perspective, but the world never looked much more colourful. It was exactly the same as it is now.
Michael Jackson appears to be alive and he was allegedly seen in India. This news literally blew up the internet. A video is rapidly spreading online showing a strange woman walking down the street. She doesn't look like any woman from this area. There was something unsettling and almost inhuman about her appearance. But the most frightening part began when she kept walking. Her walk looked strange, extremely unnatural, as if her legs were moving differently from those of a normal person. One of the witnesses claimed that she had hooves instead of feet and that she might be an evil spirit. However, others are convinced that this is Michael Jackson himself. Rumors that the singer faked his disappearance and moved to India have been circulating for many years. Supposedly, he lives there disguised as a woman, hiding behind layers of makeup, a covered head, and a long robe. And this is not the first such video. Similar footage has already appeared online before, sparking a storm of discussion. But it is this particular recording recording that has reignited old theories. But what if it's true? If you look closely at the woman's face, you can notice a striking resemblance to Michael Jackson, and perhaps her strange walk can simply be explained by age. After all, if the king of pop is really alive, it would be hard for him to move like he used to now.
I'm all for conspiracy theories, but why would Michael Jackson, out of all places, go to India? That makes absolutely no sense. Do I think this is something like oddly suspicious? Yes, but do I think Michael Jackson just said, oh yeah, let me just pretend to die and go to India?
Did you know there is a town in America so cursed that even the government won't let you visit? Welcome to Dudleytown, Connecticut, also known as the Village of the Damned. It all started back in the 1740s with the Dudley family. Legend says they were descendants of an English duke who was beheaded for treason against the king. This supposedly placed a dark curse upon their entire bloodline. And when they settled in this remote corner of Connecticut, they brought that curse with them. From the very beginning, things went horribly wrong. Residents suffered from mysterious illnesses and went insane. One of the first settlers, a man named Nathaniel Carter, was found dead after claiming he was attacked by demons in the woods. Later, a woman was struck by lightning and killed on her own porch. Her husband, General Herman Swift, slowly descended into madness after her death. Over the years, the town's population dwindled. Families experienced suicides, bizarre accidents, and unexplained disappearances. By the early 1900s, Dudleytown was completely abandoned, leaving behind nothing but crumbling stone foundations and an eerie, unnatural silence. Visitors who dare to trespass today report seeing strange lights, hearing disembodied whispers, and feeling an overwhelming sense of dread. The land is now private property, heavily patrolled and closed to the public, perhaps to protect us from whatever still lurks in the cursed woods of Dudleytown.
So apparently Ray J is working with the feds right now to drop a major RICO case against Kim Kardashian and her mother Kris Jenner. I'll show you the footage in a second. It was during one of his live streams, but he said that this is going to be worse than what we saw with Diddy. If you don't know who this guy is, he used to be a rapper a while ago. He also had an interesting relationship with Kim herself, so maybe he does know something. And we saw Kanye make a lot of allegations about Kim, but we never really seen anything come to light, so maybe now we will. But check this out.
This federal RICO though, on KK and Chris. Ooh, the federal RICO I'm about to drop. Anybody know Kim and cool with Kim? They need to tell her now. The rain is coming, the feds is coming. Hey, Ray! The feds is coming. There's nothing I can do about it. It's worse than Diddy. It's worse than Diddy. It's worse than Diddy. The feds are coming to investigate. Yeah, because it's like, I can't be the dirty guy no more.
I feel like we all seen this coming. They're too powerful. They're too involved with everything. They've been around for a long time. Diddy was on his spree for over 20 years just causing havoc, and nobody found out till now. So imagine what these people are doing. But, you know, I guess we'll find out.
Better stop listening to Tyler, the Creator. He's a devil worshiper, literally. And I'm going to show you pictures as well. Y'all want to listen to him? Look what he got on, man. Come on now. Wake up, man. It's all in y'all face. Look at his 2011 album called Goblin. He got an upside down cross on his forehead and his eyes is black. Y'all need to stop listening to this secular music, man. It's all in our face. The devil plays in our face every single day. It's a reason why God say don't listen to secular music. If you sit still and let God into your life, you will see why. This is why. And if y'all don't believe me, here it go right here. Wake up, man. Lock in. It's 2025 and y'all still listening to these people that worship demonic things. You over here listening to somebody that worship the devil. You going to hell right with them because you want to follow in their steps. Wake up, man.
When I think about all of the horrifying things that can and have happened at amusement parks, it makes me never want to go again. I specifically remember hearing about someone who sued Disney for psychological distress. It happened back in 2009 when they were on this ride called It's a Small World, where you get into this little boat and ride along in these canals. And while you're in there, these animatronics are dancing and singing in different languages. Well, the person who would go on to sue Disney was stuck on this ride after it malfunctioned. So all of the guests on this ride were stranded in their boats and just forced to sit there and wait for evacuation while these animatronic dolls just continued to dance and sing around them for a good 30 minutes. The ride actually malfunctioned again just recently, and there was this video circulating online showing a mom getting out of the boat and into the water to evacuate her children herself. There's another story about an abandoned water park at Disney that had to be shut down after multiple deaths were linked to a rare brain-eating amoeba that was found found in the lake water. It was shut down in 2001 and has remained abandoned ever since, and you can actually find some really creepy videos of people exploring it after it sat for all of this time.
I met somebody that worked with Mr. Beast recently.
No.
Yeah, because it was around TIFF, right?
What happened? What'd he say?
It was a girl, so she was working on the filming side.
Okay.
She pretty much said him on camera and him when the camera's off are two completely different people.
How though?
She said,
Good or bad?
it's almost as if like the moment you turn on the camera, he's this happy-go-lucky type of guy. The moment the cameras go off, he doesn't care about nobody.
No.
I mean, I can't say for myself. That's just what she said.
No, but that's the source.
That's just the
You know what I
source.
mean?
That's just the source. I'm not, you know.
Crazy, bro.
That's just hearsay. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
I could see that though. I
You know
could see
what I mean?
that. But also, it could be a thing. For the benefit of the doubt, I will say, being a man like Mr. Beast, it would take a lot of your energy to do those videos. And he definitely has so much stress of so many different projects he's working on. I could see that's why he has to, you know, put on this persona, put the energy down, give himself some rest. Do you think he does it for the money though? I don't know. I don't know if he does it for
Her roommate started throwing up the moment she drank this hot chocolate. After seeing how hard she threw the cup onto the floor, she knew something wasn't right, so she took a closer look, and what she discovered was truly horrifying.
What is it? It's an eye. It's I'm pretty sure it is.
Jim Carrey, why are you saying this?
Disguised as an NBC page, I actually secretly hypnotized the entire studio audience.
What?
Yes, they are under my control, Jay.
No.
Because it's the subconscious mind working within my parameters.
What are you talking about, Jim?
I hope you don't mind that I've done this, Jay, that I am controlling your audience this evening. No, okay. Because I have also given them a secret suggestion. It is a word, a secret word, a keyword. And when I hit that keyword, when I say that keyword, the entire audience will stand up and applaud as if they have seen the greatest entertainment of their lives.
What do you mean you hypnotized them, Jim? What are you talking about? And what's that keyword that you were saying? Because people want to know what that keyword is. Remember? The Truman Show? They had him living in a reality that didn't exist. It was almost like he was in a video game. And he finally figured it out, and he got out. It was almost like in that movie, he was hypnotized to think he was in the real world when he wasn't. Jim Carrey, I don't know what you're talking about. And I don't know if you even know what you're talking about. But everybody wants to know what that keyword is, Jim. Let us know. We want to know right now so we can know what word to look out for. I'm just playing around, guys. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Jim Carrey was just playing around, making jokes. You know, he's a comedian. Come on. I don't know, guys. You let me know what you think about this. I'm out.
Does anybody else besides me find this to be a little strange from Trump's Halloween event? Right here. I know that you see it with your own eyes. I know I can't be the only one to find this to be a little bizarre. Now, I know that you are going to probably have people out there defend this and say, oh, it's just harmless. Really? Really? Especially with all of the rumors surrounding the Golden Arches, right? Especially slogans that they have used, you know. So you tell me what is going on here. There is some very strange things happening. And I know I can't be the only one to be a little disturbed by this.
This guy claims he reached a wind farm in the middle of the ocean, and if this is real, then he is in serious danger. And he doesn't even realize it. Because if he falls into the water here, he's not coming back alive. And no, it's not because of sharks or any sea creature. It's much worse. What he's doing in this video is actually illegal. This area is thousands of kilometers away from any land. No islands. No boats around. This is one of the only zones in the entire ocean where access is completely banned. They don't call it a wind farm for nothing. This place is as isolated as Point Nemo. He says it took him for hours just to reach these turbines. And without knowing, he did something he absolutely should not have done, because this is what these turbines look like when they're active. And if you think that's not so bad, just remember, the waves here can reach 2 to 4 meters high. This tiny boat wouldn't even get within 500 meters. It would sink instantly, but that's not even the main reason why falling into the water is deadly. These giant turbines generate electricity for over 3 million people. All that power is transported through underwater cables. And when those cables start to erode or break, something terrifying happens. Every living thing within 80 meters in the water dies instantly. Like the ocean turns into a giant frying pan of electricity. All fish, everything, just dead. Now imagine if these turbines suddenly started spinning again while he's right there. And here's the creepy part. Someone sent me this clip and they said he never posted anything ever again. Is there anyone who can confirm what happened to him? Follow me for more stories like this if you want to know what the ocean really hides.
I don't know if I just think too much or if this is a crazy question, but think about it. If the wires broke, how would they fix it without getting electrocuted? Really think about that. They have underwater cables that turn the ocean into basically a frying pan, but they have to fix it somehow. So who's taking one for the team? I mean, unless they got some suits that are like resistant, I have no idea.
It's way bigger than P. Diddy, y'all. Check this out.
Everyone that was not my color believed me. It was my people that needed convincing. If someone like the diddler is your hero, then you should hurry up and go to hell with him. If someone like Jay-Z is your hero, then, just be glad you're not talented so he could sacrifice you like he tried to do me, and he succeeded with Aaliyah. Stevie J should be charged. Mary J. Blige should also be charged. Jennifer Lopez should definitely be charged. Jay-Z should be charged. Khaled should be charged. Rick Ross should be charged. Usher should be charged and tried with him. Or for Justin Bieber alone.
Now, Carisha and Rick Ross just sat down together at the interview.
Yeah, I know.
Stay weird,
Did he
y'all.
do our bops? What a reunion.
Biggest thing on the news right now, also a recession indicator. The Starbucks Barista Cup.
What?
Oh, this is the new Labubu, fam. Oh, you don't know. So Starbucks just came out with it's like, like the honey bear.
Yeah.
So it's like that, except it's a bear with a Starbucks hat on it and the straw that goes out like this.
Okay,
right?
okay.
So this is my theory. This is a whole social experiment that Starbucks did just to expose this whole recession, because all we can look forward to is this $30 luxury cup. Fam, just today, mans were elbowing people in line for it.
Wow.
They were arguing. They were literally sending threats to Starbucks because the workers got first dibs and they were lining up for 5 hours.
Sneakers, bro.
Fam, sneakers just for this bare cup.
Yeah.
You can get this cup on Amazon without the Starbucks branding on Amazon for $15.
It is a recession.
But why does everyone want it? Because it's limited. It looks like luxury. Oh, I have it. This is a collection.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is just a big social experiment.
Yo, because what's gonna happen, because the Labubu almost platform, or I guess idea is proven, they're just gonna start remixing that shit, bro.
What the fuck happens if you start chugging Coca-Cola every single day? I'll tell you in 60 seconds. Let's go. Day 1 feels like heaven. Sweet bubbles, sugar rush, brain lights up like Vegas. Dopamine spikes, you feel alive. By day 3, sugar overload. Your pancreas works overtime, insulin's panicking, and your belly starts growing like it's trying to win a fucking talent show. Week 1, your teeth start dying. Coke's acid eats enamel like Pac-Man on crack. Week 2, bones get weaker. Calcium balance goes to shit. You bend down to tie your shoes and your spine's like, nope. By week 3, your kidneys are crying. Phosphoric acid's bullying them, filtering all that crap, while your bladder's wondering what it did to deserve this. Week 4, your blood sugar's a circus. Up, crash, repeat. Your mood's swinging harder than your toxic ex. Diabetes knocks on the door like, yo, you ordered me. And long term, congratulations. You're sipping on fat, cavities, weak bones, and maybe a side of fucking cancer. Coke isn't refreshment. It's liquid sabotage. Stop chugging chemicals. Drink water, dumbass.
So have you heard of the Hexham Stoneheads? 2 boys from this town in England called Hexham. They were digging up stuff in their backyard and they would find these stoneheads, super creepy, brought them into their house. Immediately immediately they noticed something. They noticed strange activity, things falling off the shelf.
No way.
So the mother, she noticed a wolf-like creature appear before her.
A wolf-like creature?
Yeah, so like part wolf, part man. It wasn't just her. Her daughter also noticed it and saw it. They wanted to get rid of it. So they gave it to this doctor. Her name is Dr. Ann Ross. She was a huge skeptic and she was an archaeologist. So she knew she could debunk this.
Right.
So she took in the Stoneheads into her house. She noticed the wolf-like creature and her daughter also noticed it.
No way.
And she would also become like the biggest believer of this.
It was about 6 feet high, slightly stooping, black, very dark fur. And it was half animal and half man. Something made me run after it. A thing I wouldn't normally have done, but I felt compelled to run after it. And then it disappeared towards the back of the house. And when I got to the bottom of the stairs, I was terrified. The day that the heads were removed from the house, since then, there hasn't been really a trace of it.
So she donated the Stoneheads to a museum,
Yeah.
but the museum workers also noticed a wolf-like creature at the exhibit.
Why does anyone still possess these things?
So they ended up giving to experts to analyze it. And then a guy came out and said that he made them, and his name was Desmond Craigie, and he said that he lived in that house where the Stoneheads were found, and he said that he just made them for his daughter. When experts told him to recreate it, they weren't really convinced. So there's a lot of debate whether this guy was telling the truth or not. But the strangest part is that these Stoneheads ended up disappearing. So they were passed around people to analyze, right? And eventually this psychic would get his hands on it. No one knows who this guy was, but he would lose it. To this day, no one knows what happened to the Stoneheads. So it's one of the strangest paranormal cases to come out of the UK.
Welcome to Duncan. Are you ready to start your day with a sugar blast to the head? Come inside, we can fix you right up. These bad boys have at least 16 grams of sugar each, not to mention loads of other crap that will rot your body. Our drinks will send you over the edge, up to 185 grams of sugar, haha. Are you feeling that itch yet? We have everything here to perk you up. Caffeine, sugar, high fructose corn syrup, all this stuff is filled with tons of that crap. Is this what you want? Is the urge too hard to resist? It's like your body needs it. And it's by design. The high levels of sugar and high fructose corn syrup are specifically dosed out to make you crave more and more.
Don't deny the urge. I'm right down the street, waiting.
America runs on Duncan.
Oh, that's definitely not terrifying. Yeah, I really want some Dunkin' right now. That's what I want. Yeah.
This is one of the most disturbing videos on the dark web. Maybe you didn't notice anything, but this video hides something truly terrifying. For girls are in a nightclub, laughing, recording a quick memory of the night. No one else seems to be around them. Just fun. Just friends. At least, that's what they thought. Watch closely. The fourth girl walks into frame, and right behind her, a shape appears. It looks like a human figure, but darker than the shadows, as if the darkness itself is alive. The girl suddenly turns around, like she felt something standing right behind her. She doesn't see anything, but that only makes it worse, because something saw her. I'll show it again. Look behind the fourth girl and tell me what you see. Comment your theory and follow before you miss what's hiding in the next video.
Morbid Facts, Part 803. Ariana Grande's life has been marked by unimaginable tragedy. In 2017, during her concert at Manchester Arena, a suicide bomber set off an explosive as fans were leaving the show. 22 people were killed, some of them children, and hundreds more were injured. The tragedy left Ariana with PTSD and deep survivor's guilt, something she said she'll never fully recover from. Just a year later, she lost her ex-boyfriend Mac Miller to an overdose, a loss that left her completely shattered. In 2019, she revealed how deeply those experiences affected her, sharing a brain scan that showed severe patterns of trauma, comparing it to a healthy brain and one with PTSD. Hers lit up the same way as the trauma scan, as she called it hilarious and terrifying, not a joke. In the years since, fans have noticed a drastic change in her appearance. Her once soft features now look sharper and hollowed, her frame thinner, her face at times hauntingly fragile. Whether from stress, age, or the weight of everything she's endured, Ariana's transformation feels like a visible reminder of how much she's had to carry.
I completely forgot about that situation. Getting blown up while listening to Ariana Grande is probably like one of the craziest ways to go out. You know, rest in peace to those people. That's crazy.
Sam and Kobe say this is the most haunted place they ever visited.
Oh shit.
The Bel Air house is home to like 200 different demons. What happened was there was somebody that was trying to communicate with their dead relative. I think it was his dead daughter he was trying to communicate with, and reaching out using different rituals, using different witchcraft. And bro, what he accidentally did was open different portals and allowed spirits into the crib.
So now there's like just 200.
And the more people go and visit, every time they bring a reflection, they might be opening another portal. I heard stories of somebody that went to go investigate it, and they were talking to a spirit. They asked a question whether or not the owner of the place has opened the portals.
Okay.
And the spirit came back and said, no, he just opened 3. You guys open the portals. But they're talking about spiritual investigators in general.
Yeah, because the more people that investigate, you're gonna open it. Yeah.
You calling onto the energy will bring things out.
Thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your favorite part of the video made you tremble in your boots, and we're gonna be on to the next one.